And I think Ngobese, the Pakelu Mtagati, and the Mkunu, I want to congratulate them in a certain way, not for the violence that they caused, but for the awakening that they are causing in the heart of the normal South African, that maybe we deserve more than this. But it will be very sad, like we say in Shona, that we spend all your arrows shooting owls when the guinea fowls are coming. Because the real war that they should start looking at is how do you move the economy from the 5-7% people to benefit the 92% that are languishing in poverty. Because that's where it is at. The whole 50 million people plus are being managed by just the 10% people that are on the side. And even the land is still in the hands of those. Industries are in the hands of those. Banking is in the hands of those. Insurances is in the hands of those. Education is in the hands of those. Stellenbosch, as they call it, is running South Africa. So the question is, when will Ngobese, Phakela Mtagati, and Jacinta finally gather their strength together
to challenge
with the masses that we saw in Hillbrow and in Johannesburg and in Smith Street in Durban, and take their taxis and combis and finally drive themselves to Stellenbosch
to challenge those that own the means of production
and go there and say, we want shares in Absa Bank, we want shares in Standard Bank, we want shares in the JSE, we want shares in Pick and Pay, we want shares in Checkers, in Fushini, in Jet, we want shares. But it's not about getting shares again. The question is, can you run? Can you run?
Are you able?
Now you understand the Zimbabwe saga. When you chase away the white man, you take away our land. Which he had claimed as his land. And then you take this land and give it to a police officer. Sergeant Superintendent said, now you have a piece of land. All the man knows is
he's busy saluting them.
All the man knows is to carry a piece of stick under his armpit. Now he's got 100,000 hectares looking in front of him.
You'll be handcuffing all the babu.
No, another no one mentioned the name. Another black brother was given land by government. When they uprooted all the mango trees and orange trees. Yeah, you want another project. You've not even done a research to find what kind of soil is this, what plants grow here, and you just come there and say, okay, I'm now the new manager. And they ripped up those trees. And some of these farms only now, the last 2-3 years, as the government has rightfully put a project that some of these officers, army officers and government servants received big plots of farms, 500 hectares, sometimes even more. Now the government has come up with a plan where they must now reduce them to say, of what we gave you, the 500,000, how much can you actually work with? So we've seen some of them, this big 500, 600, 800,000 hectares of land now being cut into 100. Okay, you keep the 100. Let's get another 4 or 5 farmers who can also come and take 50. But this is a learning process. And I don't wish South Africa can get there, where firstly, you get rid of those that are giving you food and say, we'll see when we get there what happens. Like even now, you've chased away all the foreigners. The landlords are complaining. Rents are not coming. Because rents are not coming, the banks are coming end of this month. They want their money from the person who built these houses and flats. They want their money in the bank. The person who was having these properties can no longer pay.
Oh yeah.
He was paying the mortgage, then maybe 30, 40, 50,000 after collecting his 70, 80,000 this side. Now all those tenants have left.
Okay.
The man is left with the debt of 10, 15 million that is in his hands because of the flat that he built. And there's no way he can fill up this flat. What's going to happen to this man? And he won't be able to fill it to capacity, which is what it was until December.
Oh yeah.
Maybe never.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So what is he going to do with this property that he had invested money into? So we're going to see the property market beginning to become shaky. As and again, how convenient. Because the same white man who is at the back here, who gave the loan to this man to build his house. Now the man has failed to build his house. What will the bank come and do? They come and repossess the flats. And who owns the bank? So at the end of the day, whether you chase away the black man, etc., the white man still stands to benefit. The transport industry is already complaining. Taxis would fill up in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Now they're sitting at the rank for more than 45 to an hour to fill up. What are they going to do at the end of the month? They need to pay for this car. Universities that have been taking students, foreign students. What are they going to do now? Some of these students have been chased away. Parents have been chased away. What are you going to do? Not even the social issues of marriages that are being broken. But when you remove people from the environment, violently like that, without a strategy as to how are you going to cope, check on your internet. You can walk certain streets right now. The whole block of streets, half a kilometer this way, half a kilometer that way. Shops are empty, shops are closed, metal rails are on the ground, goods are still inside because they don't have enough time to move the goods. Goods are still inside. The owner of the shop is now sitting in Mozambique, he's sitting in Zambia, not knowing what next will happen. So forfeiture will come in, the sergeant of court will come in for non-payment and etc. They take those goods and sell them, try to defray expenses. Did we think through? Did Jacinta,
Yeah.
Pagala Mtagati,
Yeah.
and etc. And I think maybe, I don't want to become derogatory, that it is not safe sometimes to take a civilian and make him the army commander. Because for you, it is all about, let's go and
Popularity.
fight. Let's go and fight.
Populism,
And go and fight. And then we are going to fight. Me as a general ask myself, what are you fighting for? When must you fight? What
Why?
must you take when you fight? When you lose the fight, what are you going to do? When you win the fight, what are you going to do? How am I going to look after those soldiers while they're fighting? Where are they going to sleep? Where are they going to eat? How are they going to communicate with their family? It takes years. The war of Iran and America was planned during the times of George Bush Sr. You know how many years ago? 30, 40 years planning. They're striking now. But it takes time to understand the war of the generals and the war of the civilians and the war of the infantry. And I think for our young men and young women, Jacinta,
Pagala
Mtagati and Ngobese, the zeal to go forward and get things changed is there, and I respect it. But the thought process of after this, then what? I've already seen some few videos of South Africans. One of them in KwaZulu-Natal, who invested more than 15 million to build a factory for textiles. He's the one supplying jeans into Jet, into Edgar's, into Pep, and etc. And he had lots of legal and illegal people whom he had trained. And the bank had given him money to build that factory. Now the factory is working at less than 5-10%. And most likely, he might have to close down because he cannot meet the demand that is out there. And so you, even if you don't like me, but if I know how to do what you can't do, work around with me to see how what I know can come to you, so that by the time you chase me away, at least you can remain. It will be very, very stupid for us as Africans to think that after you chase away vendors on the streets, you have removed illegal immigrants. That's at the bottom of the joke.
Yeah.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in. Want more awesome content? Follow us on all our socials at STK206.